Hello everyone, it's Darby of RiverBendSurvival again. Today we're going to talk about offsetting your planks. In my last video, which was my most popular to date, it's somewhere around 25,000 views. It was averaging about 1,000 views a day for weeks. To all of you that watched it, thank you so much. You don't know what that means to someone like me. Having said that, one of the comments that I got a lot of was people wanting more detail. People want to know why this was done this way or how it was done. The stuff that I don't find very interesting, apparently a lot of you do. So today I'm going to talk about why it is that you need to offset the joints for all the planks and how I go about doing it. Let me get the camera reset and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, the joints on the walls. When you're doing a plank wall, when I'm doing a plank wall, the last thing in the world I want is for every joint to line up on the same seam. There's two reasons for it, really. The first one is aesthetics. It just doesn't look right. The second one is it's a strength member. The more cross members you have attached at different points, the stronger the wall is when it comes to a twist or a warp. So if you put all of the joints on the same spot, that becomes the weak point in the wall. Whereas if they're staggered, the weak points are spread out, which makes the thing stronger. It's the same principle as one piece of twine is weak, but if you twist 6 pieces of twine together, it's strong. It's the exact same principle. Spread that weakness out and then bind it all together. Now then, this wall that's back here I started on this morning. I finished putting in some 2x4s I needed to, and I finished putting up the last couple of pieces of insulation. Then I got to cutting the boards and putting them on. Because it's a 16-foot long wall and 8 foot tall and a tiny house, it's the biggest wall in the house unobstructed. So it's critically important on this wall more than any other one, with the possible exception of the back bedroom wall, because when you first walk in the door, that's the one you see. But it's of critical importance on this wall to make sure that I don't have any seams coming up close together. Now, I'm having problems with light. It's New Year's Eve. I obviously don't have electric lights in here, and it's overcast. So the light's going in and out. I will try my best to get this in the camera so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, the only way I can think of to do this is the way it is. I had some focus problems on the last video in here, so what I've done is I've set this box here to target the camera on. Hopefully everything else behind it stays even. So I'm going to use the tape measure as a pointer. This house was built to housing standards. The shell was built to it. So my studs are on 16-inch centers, just like a regular house would be. So coming across this house right here, when I say it's 16 foot long, this wall, obviously the thickness of the outside wall is taken off of that. So it's not a dead center 8 foot and 8 foot pieces. So what I do is I start in a corner, obviously at the bottom. I come all the way across on the first one, and I go to the closest mark to 8 foot out, which is right here. Then I do my next piece to finish out the wall. Now here's where the stagger comes in. On the next one, it's just purely aesthetics. It does not matter in the big picture of things what target you use. What you need to keep in mind is that on say this wall, a 16-foot wall, each course, each level is going to take me 2 pieces. So I need to cut one piece so that I have plenty of room left from the remaining part of it to finish out the wall when I do my middle piece. So in this case, I just went out, found me my stud, this one here, and I cut the piece to fit it here. Then I fill in with another piece, a long piece, and come off the camera over here. We're not going to worry about this side of the wall because you'll get the principle of it. So now I've got a long piece, and that seam ends way down at the other end of the wall down there. Now I come back again, third course. I've already finished the first 2 courses. I come back with the third course. So now I have a starting point joint here. I have the next one here. So I can use this stud, or any of these down here that fall into that 8 foot length of the plank. So I did the first one all the full length. I did the next one a little less than half. The third course, I came out to this stud. The fourth course, I came out to this stud. The fifth course, I'm back to a long plank again. As this wall works its way up, I will not follow this pattern. I won't do this stud, then this stud, then this stud. The next one up here will probably be over here, and then back over here, and then back over here. The point is to, oh, you couldn't see any of that. The next levels of it, courses of it, I'll probably start one stud, I'll probably put one joint here, and then the next one, course after that, I'll put it on this stud. The next one, I'll do this stud. The point is not to have, as best you can, a visible pattern going up. This is not tile work where you want it to look very mechanical, very professional. This is a plank cabin wall. You want it to look rough. You want everything to fit together nicely and be strong and structural, but at the same time going for a look. So on the last video when I was talking about, one of the questions I got a lot of was, why do you have to cut so many pieces? They're 8 foot long. The reason for that is because of these joints. I have to stagger them all around the wall or it just won't look right. I hope this answers some of y'all's questions. Thanks for watching my videos. Like I promised you on that last one, I'll try to do more of these as I think about what I'm doing. And the more questions y'all ask, or the more things that y'all send comments to me on about what you want to see, the easier it is for me to know what to do them on. Till next time, get out in the dirt and have some fun. Thanks.